Hey, y'all, it's my review for Married to Medicine, episode 10. We're going to get right into the episode. I'm glad they kept the theme song. They need to keep it for every episode. Let's see if this episode was more entertaining than the Atlanta reunion. So we get our usual montage of what the ladies are doing with their families, and it looks like this episode takes place around Christmas time. Again, I want to say all the ladies on this cast have fabulous houses. So we're at Simone's house, and it looks like they're holding a part 2 dinner for the rest of the couples to gather information for their book that's coming out. I mean, it's pretty smart of them to have this over 2 episodes because they really could have had all the couples there at once. But they hawking that book, child. So the invite to this dinner is Toya and Eugene, Audra, the new girl, and her husband, and Quad. I'm not sure why Anila and her husband wasn't invited, but Simone thinks she's slick though. Like, why would she invite Toya and Audra to the same event? Kind of like how the last one, how she invited Contessa and Heavenly. She could have switched it around, but she wanted drama. So they're all seated at the table for dinner, and Toya makes the comment to Audra, like, where y'all coming from? Y'all got jeans and gym shoes on, and we at dinner? Audra's like, this is what I wear to dinner. Now, I don't think what she was wearing was that casual. Like, she wasn't wearing joggers or something like that. Like, she looked cute. Toya could have kept that comment to herself. And I'm noticing a pattern throughout the season that Toya's been judging a lot of people's fashions. Tacky, Toya, we know you for your tacky fashion, so you need to stop throwing stones in your glass house. Now, could have Audra and her husband wore something more formal? Yeah, but they look fine right here. Oh, wow. That was some new information for me. So it seems to explain to everybody why they're here. They're doing a relationship book. Audra says, oh, so does it speak to my generation as well? She says that she's born in 1990. Wow. I did not foresee that. She looks the same age as the other ladies at the table. Now, this is no shade to Audra, but the other ladies, whatever they're doing, they look good for their age. Now, 1990, she is 5 years younger than me. I thought she was like 41. My bad. I like Audra so far, but wow. I was just surprised by it. That's all. It's no shade, no shade. Like, when you think about it, Cecil and Simone were married for 25 years. So when they were first married, Audra and her husband were 5. So they're all having their discussion about marriage, and then Toya's equating it to friendships. And this gives Audra the opening to bring up, okay, well, since we're talking about friendships, this is a safe space. Well, for instance, when you called me a bad attorney, how can I be a real friend? I'm like, Audra's putting 20 on 10. She didn't have to bring that up in this situation, but she came to play when she got on this franchise. She also brings up that she heard Toya had an opinion about her outfit in Vegas because Quad told her that. I mean, they're talking about marriages right now. How we get to this? Toya then explains herself, and not in the best way. She says, well, if we're all in Vegas and we're all dressed to up here and you're like right here, I was like, oh, here we go. It's gonna go left already. Who made Toya the sovereign of fashion? Like, when I think of fashion, I don't think of Toya. Now, when we see the flashback of Audra in her champion outfit, yeah, I mean, she could have wore something else, but I don't know. That was messy of Quad to go back and tell Audra that. So they're going back and forth, and Audra says she doesn't care about labels. She says Toya, that's all she cares about. Toya disagrees. We then cut to Quad's confessional, and she says that the reason why Toya is so judgmental is because her self-esteem is wrapped in material things and labels. Still tacky and misled. Damn! I can't wait for the reunion because that is a grenade she just threw at Toya. So now Audra's getting the finances now, and we know finances is a touchy subject for Toya. So Cecil thankfully interjects and changes the topic of the conversation. Again, Simone and Cecil knew what they were doing. They wanted another dramatic moment at their dinner. So the next topic brought up by Quad is marrying a type A woman in a relationship. Eugene can definitely speak on that because he's married to Toya, but he says he's actually glad that Toya is type A because he didn't want someone that he can run over. But he said the other side of it is he may be ran over, and I agree. Because Toya definitely puts him in his place a lot. Honestly, I think Eugene low-key wishes he had a submissive wife. Just saying. Toya and Eugene also have a moment at the table where Eugene apologizes to her for last year for not being a team player. I personally think that he was just doing his job, especially during the pandemic as a medical professional. I thought Toya, in my opinion, wasn't being supportive to Eugene, but I'm guessing she gaslighted him into thinking it was his fault. I can't see them divorcing though. Like with Quad and what's his name, Greg? You saw divorce coming a mile away with them. Like, she didn't want to give that man a child. They were arguing all the time. She was very type A. Looked like she didn't even give a shit about him. I think in the earlier seasons, the only couples I could see divorcing was Jackie and her husband and Quad and her husband. So the marriage conversation continues, and I can't relate to any of it. Next scene, we're with Quad in her immaculate house talking to her party planner about her upcoming event. So the event she's having is a Christmas party / housewarming party. I mean, she should be very proud of that house. I don't know how she got it, but typically the bigger, nice houses on the outskirts of Atlanta are decent prices, like $1 million to $2 million. This house right here looks like it's at least a $4 or $5 million house, but maybe she got it for the low. So she's discussing what she wants for her party and the budgeting. She shades Toya in the process. I didn't know they were beefing because in Quad's confessional, she is shading the fuck out of Toya. So next scene, we're with Anila, her husband, and her annoying parents. They're all being festive for Christmas time, and I'm tempted to fast forward. Anila's reminding us how annoying her mom was and how they got into it in the last episode, and nothing has changed. Her mom is now grilling her about the nanny leaving and how she didn't give her enough notice. That nanny looked like she couldn't wait to start working for Anila. I think there was something deeper going on. So next scene is the day of Quad's holiday party / housewarming. We see her getting everything ready. Now, hold on, I'm gonna pause this scene right quick. So we see this beautiful gay man. His name is Andre, and he's Quad's interior designer. Just a little Easter egg. He was in Candy and the Gang, and he was Philip's best friend. Just wanted to point it out because I never forget a face. Wow, looking at this scene, Quad has a lot of gay minions. So we're with Toya right now. She's getting ready to go to Quad's party. She's telling Eugene she's putting a little gift basket together to return the favor when Quad gave her that little gag gift when I think she paid her taxes or something, or when she got a new house. So her shaded gift includes a shirt that says Diva, divorced, intelligent, vivacious, and awesome. Now I'm calling shade on this shirt because divorced is the first word that you see. Yes, there's 3 compliments, but it's a backhanded compliment that Toya's giving her. And I'm sure Miss Quad is gonna clock this as shade. Even Toya in her confessional is admitting that it's shady. I'm not saying that she's vivacious, but she's divorced. I really didn't know they were at odds with each other like this. Even Eugene is getting in on the shade in the confessional. He's saying that the Snuggie that she got, I mean, you know, when she's lonely and cold, she could use it. Oh, I'm guessing this is why Quad called Eugene Eugenia on social media. Now, I'm going to call out Eugene in this moment because he sure was pissed a few episodes ago when he said Anila's husband was getting in on women's business. So what you doing right here in the confessional, you getting in on women's business, sir. Just saying. So it's later in the evening, guests are arriving at Quad's house. Everyone is just so impressed by how stunning her house is. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be like Candy right now. I'm just wondering how did she pay for it. I mean, I know Married to Medicine pays good, but not that good. Oh, and we got our Kari sighting. She actually said a few words. Miss Quad will deliver that shade in that confessional. Oh my God. So Toya arrives with the gift basket for Quad and she gives it a t-shirt. And Quad, you know, she reads it out and, you know, she's like, thank you so much. And then we cut to the confessional. She's like, Diva? Yeah. Divorced? Yeah, I am. Intelligent? I am. Vivacious? Damn right. Awesome? That I am. Oh, I get it, Toya. I'm everything you want to be. Good one. That's 5 points for Quad. She is gathering Toya in these confessionals. I want to meet Quad at BravoCon now and give her a high five for that shade. Damn, we see Dr. Jackie come in like we 38 minutes in the episode. I feel like we didn't see Dr. Jackie, Contessa, or even Heavenly. A little side note, we see Simone entering the party, and I gotta say, her fashions have stepped up tremendously. Tremendously. Wow. I don't care what anybody say, I'm gonna say it every episode, she got herself a stylist, and it's obvious. It actually looks very similar to what Quad is wearing, and you know, we cut the Quad in her confession, and she's saying, oh, she looks good, but who wore it best? And messy production, we see a side by side. Quad did that. She did. Oh, and here go Anila coming in with her entire family. For her mom to get on her goddamn nerves, she sure do try to bring her everywhere. So as Anila comes in, Heavenly notices that one of the friends she brought used to be good friends with Toya, and now she's not anymore. I'm not surprised because Toya be losing friends left and right because it's Toya. She's like the Lisa Rinna of her franchise. Like every person she brings in, she winds up being their enemy at the end of the season. Here go Toya again, judging somebody's fashion. She said Anila looked like she about to go figure skating. And while I agree, I'm really confused as to why Toya has so much things to say on people's fashions this season. So Quad gets on the mic to let all the guests know to head to the backyard. During that, we see Heavenly being very messy, telling Jackie that Anila's friend that she brought to the party is the one that said Toya's sleeping with the dude in the neighborhood. Wow. Like, first Heavenly said Quad is sleeping with a married man, and now she's spreading this wild rumor. Heavenly ain't shit. Cause she'll be the first one ready to fight if somebody says something about her or Dr. Damon Daddy. Then we cut to Heavenly's confessional and she's throwing Anila and Quad under the bus because she said they was the ones discussing it. Child, now we see Quad with the mic on her balcony addressing all her guests, bigging herself up. She was probably talking for at least 30 minutes, like just bigging herself up. And while I'm glad that she has this beautiful house and she made it on her own, like everybody rolling their eyes right now as she's talking. I think it's the involuntary arrogance as well as the cadence in her voice that's giving people a less than pleasant reaction to her speaking. Like this isn't a TED Talk. Thank everybody for coming and move it along. So after that's over, the party continues and we see Heavenly and Audra talking, and it looks like Audra is still pressed about Toya. These two definitely started off on the wrong foot, but Toya looked like she could give a damn if Audra's mad at her. But Audra's the one that still has the problem with Toya. And then, speaking of Toya, Anila has a problem with Toya for making fun of her outfit, saying she looks like an ice skater. I mean, she does look like an ice skater, but I'm guessing it's coming from Toya and they're not in a good place right now. She's taking it as malicious. So now all the ladies are seated in Quad's living room. Quad introduces them to her best friend, who they used to wear like the same Easter dress or something. Toya interjects quickly, tries to make the conversation about her. Quad checks her, kind of like in a fun way. They're going back and forth. And then Audra inserts herself. And I'm like, Audra, I like you, and I don't really care for Toya, but you starting a lot with her, and it's not necessary, you know, like wait till Toya actually engages with you, because now it just looks like you thirsty and you want a moment. So then for some strange reason, Audra goes into asking Toya how much she made on her house, which is $1 million. Then she puts her calculator out on her iPhone and starts doing math about, like, I guess how much Toya made, like she's lying. It is very cringe right now. I'm embarrassed for Audra. I was rooting for her in the first couple of episodes that she appeared in, but now you making Toya look better than you. Like, you trying too hard, girl. Like, everybody's face right now, like, everyone's uncomfortable for you. Like, she thinks she's making a moment right now, and it's not giving what she think it is. Like, she looks stupid. And I hate it because I'm defending Toya right now. Like, did anybody else in the comments, please let me know. Like, Audra was looking mad thirsty in this scene right now. So after that very awkward moment, Simone says, you know what, I'm gonna go. But then, like, she sits back down. I'm guessing she didn't like what Audra did. And then Audra's trying to get everybody else in the conversation. And somehow Anila addressed Toya. And Toya was like, nobody's talking to you. So now they're going back and forth. So then Toya's friend out of nowhere comes to her defense against Anila, saying, oh no, she ain't being disrespectful. So then she's going at it with Anila. I'm like, sis, where were you when Audra was coming after Toya? She should have had that energy for Audra instead of Anila. So now Anila and Toya's friends going at it, and Toya's friend look like she ready to scrap. So she getting up out her seat. I think someone's trying to hold her back. Who is it? Oh, it looks like Quad was the one that stepped in trying to hold her back. She's like, not in my house. Not in my house. We're not about to fight. I'm getting season 1 flashbacks right now. Anila, though, she wasn't backing down against her friend. She didn't get up, but she was still running her mouth. And I think Anila, she would be the one to sue somebody or call the cops. So Toya's friend better tread lightly. So Anila and Toya going back at it again, and then Anila brings up that you fucked over your friend right here, the one that she bought, and then I'm guessing the other friend Anila bought, and according to Anila, she fucked over the whole neighborhood. So behind the scenes tea was that Toya was friends with the tennis group in the neighborhood, and I'm guessing she fell out with the group, and now she don't fuck with them anymore. But again, it's Toya. She don't know how to have good friends. Look how she treat her own husband. According to Toya, she doesn't know Anila's friend, and then Anila's friend says, of course you don't know me because you don't want me to open my mouth. And I'm guessing, from what Heavenly said earlier, like she doesn't want her to open her mouth because of the cheating rumor. Ooh, and messy ass Heavenly tells Toya what Anila's friend was alluding to, and Toya ain't having it. Again, let's not forget, Toya is hood. Okay, she will fight a bitch. So even in this moment, she said, bitch, I will take my shoe off and put it in your face. I believe her. Ooh, they quiet now. Anila and her friend is mute. Okay, I mean, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. That's all I gotta say. Again, I am not a fan of Toya, but I am fair. She's now asking which one of you bitches said it, and nobody's saying anything. Oh man, and that's where they ended. To be continued, of course. Next week is gonna be something because they fighting. Like Audra and Toya, we see Toya takes the first swing and it does connect. And indeed, y'all, like my question in the beginning of this review was this more interesting than the Atlanta reunion? It was. It definitely was. Now, I would love to know whose side y'all on. I'm on Toya's side for now when it comes to Anila. Also, I want to know, do y'all think Audra was thirsty in that moment? Because I thought she definitely was given parched. But anyway, y'all, holla at me in the comments. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.